3! Hello. How's it going? What?
Nice in the sheet, but in it, I picked it for nice.
Right, that's it. No. Your sound alert gets cut off. Get scammed, idiot. You alright, Bast? After I just mock you. Oh my. Oh, nice. What's it got? We're not going to be able to get through here without a lot of preparation beforehand. Might I suggest we return to base for now? Maybe we should just go a little farther inside and see what state the ruin itself is in first. Kinda hard to know what to prepare for if we don't know what fiends we're going to be up against. True enough. Let's advance a little farther before we return to the garden then. I'm dying. Oh. This can't be right. Impossible. Something wrong? Something's wrong, alright. Has the entire layout of this area changed? It is, without a doubt. This area should be a corridor that leads to the first three-way junction. How is this even possible? I don't think you're mistaken. Now it all makes sense. You're probably on the right track, Kevin. You noticed too, huh? Well, if you're backing me up, I'm more than confident now. What is it? Have you discovered something? Maybe, but let's head down on the elevator first. I'm almost sure the answer's going to be waiting for us somewhere ahead. Alright. Let's be sure we're ready for anything. New difficulty. Oh. New enemy and weapon skins. Okay. Do you have to pay for any of this? This just isn't possible. How are we on the lowest floor of the ruin already? Could the space we're in be distorted? Nah, that alone wouldn't explain how the entire layout of the place has changed. Let's just keep up the pace. I've got a feeling there's going to be something or someone waiting for us not far ahead. Alright, let's just be sure we're ready. Oh. Kevin. Yeah, it's that smell again. The same one you smelled before that coffin-like devil appeared? Where's it coming from? So you noticed the smell, did you? The dogs of the church have good noses, if nothing else. Who's there? Exclamation mark! Who are you? I was wondering when you'd finally show your face. You're the Lord, that night spoke of, aren't you? I suppose I am. I do after all rule this land of Phantasma. Such a name is only fitting. You may call me the Lord of Phantasma if you so wish. The Lord of Phantasma. Indeed. That's not a name ever mentioned in your beloved testaments, is it, Race Argent? So you know who I am too? Someone's brushed up on their homework. That's enough time spent on trivial greetings. Listen to me, Lord of Phantasma, or whatever your name is. If all we've seen here is your doing, then return and grant us the way it used to be at once. Should you refuse to comply, I should cut you down here myself. My, your request is so meaningless, I scarcely know how to respond. There's no harm in devotion, but done in excess, it can only serve to cloud your eyes to the truth. Well, do you understand now, Julia Schwartz? What? I see my suspicions are right after all. The grandson we've been fighting our way through isn't even the real thing, is it? It's just an imitation of it. A replica of the city created here in Phantasma. That can't be. Could that really be true? If we assume it is, everything falls into place. Everything we thought was strange suddenly makes complete sense. How that giant black gate appeared at the city's entrance, how it ended up completely devoid of people, even how the room of the elevator went back to the way it used to be, and the sealed area structure completely changed. Am I on the right track, Joshua? Precisely. Oh dear, you're a little too capable for your own good. If only you could be more darling and naive. It would make things much more fun for me. I feel like I care about whether you're having fun or not. All I care about is Estelle's safety. Ah, but of course. Still, much like Julia Schwartz's devotion to those she serves, love too can serve to keep the truth forever out of reach. Is that not so, Joshua Bright? So all this time, Her Majesty and Princess Claudia were safe. Oh dear, thank you for your unwavering mercy. Oh, your relief strikes me as coming more than a little prematurely. Whoever said that those you care about are safe? It wasn't me. Pardon? No. Does that contain... Think if this is the final reward place for you to earn on this second plane. Of course, rewards ain't given for free. If you wish to earn it, you'll have to overcome a trial first. A devil? Is another one of the 77 devils mentioned in the Testaments. One of the two gatekeepers of Gehenna and leader of a vast army of minions. Rostrum the Savage. God, are you insane? How do you think you can handle something that powerful after bringing it to life? I need not worry, for I have you to defeat it for me. Enjoy. What are we doing with here? Yeah, fuck you and all your little minions. What the fuck is that? Can we stop that? Oh, we can. Da -da -da -da. Strikers Juan! Strike Juan! Nice. Oh. This is the end for you. Unless you have a phase 2. Bless, thank you.
Justice must always prevail.
Mocker's May. God, that thing was crazy. I can't believe we were able to defeat it. But now... that was truly a delightful spectacle. Well, take your reward, you've earned it. Oh. Thank goodness. I'm glad we got it for you, Julia. Surprised you made good on your promises. Now, you ready to cut down to the chase? What do you want from us? What the hell is the point of all this? Poor Kevin Graham. Poor pitiful Kevin. Please try not to let me down any more than you already have. I'm a phantasm, a shadow. Much as a shadow only exists when there's something to cast it, I too only exist because there's something within your number. Do you grasp my meaning? What? Kevin? How could I? You're just spouting nonsense. If you think being all cryptic is going to confuse us and lead us astray, you're very much mistaken, buddy. True enough, spouting cryptic nonsense is simply what I do. That is what you believe, is it? Then it must be true. Who are you? Perhaps I ought to go by a different name after all. How do you think Lord of Nonsense sounds? More fake, perhaps? I said, screw you! Kevin? What's wrong with you? Nothing, don't worry. It's literally just a shadow. It is? Oh. So that was a body double, or an empty shell is more appropriate in this case. You must have switched while we were fighting that devil. I commend you for noticing. Still, your role on this plane is now over. Add the wings of white to your number and journey on deeper into the abyss you stand inside. I shall be awaiting our next encounter. Ha ha ha! Please. They take their overblown theatrics way too seriously. Our resident evildoer is gonna have to work on their act if they want to sound like anything more than a walking cliche. Anyway, we're done here and we got ourselves another ceiling stone to open up. So let's mosey on back to the base. I think we all know who's inside at this point. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. Mockers! I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way the two of us can come. That dream again. Ugh. How long is it going to take before it goes away? Had to happen on Rufuna's big day as well. Rufina? I don't know. I was hoping I'd be able to stop worrying her when I got older, but at this rate, I'm sure she's plenty used to you worrying her already. Oh, it's you, Reese. Don't scare me like that. How long have you been in here? For a while. We're supposed to be cleaning the chapel today, but you weren't getting up, so I couldn't check on you. You seem to be having a nightmare, though, so I thought I'd wake you. Oh, okay. Sorry, Reese. I was being a pain for you again, wasn't I? No more than usual. You've been a loser since the day I met you. I don't expect that to change anytime soon. Ouch. Kick a car while he's down, why don't you? Well, whatever. Don't want to be late for breakfast on Rufina's big day. Let's just go and get this done. Alright. Rufina? Oh. Good morning, you two. I was expected to see you here this early. Are you on cleaning duty today? Yes, but what are you doing up so early? You've got a long journey ahead of you. You need plenty of sleep or you're going to be exhausted before you even get there. I mean, isn't Arteria ages away from here? Well, yes. Well, I won't be able to offer my prayers to Adios here again for quite some time. So I decided to get up early and pray for all the days I'm going to be missing too. Seriously? That's why? That's very you. Are you really going to be that busy though? I thought you might be able to come home from time to time at least. I wish I could say otherwise, but I probably will. I've only just become a squire, so there'll be plenty of work in store for me. I'll be lucky to find time to sleep, never mind come home. I might be able to squeeze some time into my schedule once I got on the hang of the workload, but until then... Okay. And that's why you got to sleep now, while you still can. Come on, you've done enough praying for one day, so back to bed until breakfast or something. You're so cold to me. What? How? I thought you'd want to make the most of the time you got left with me, but it's like you didn't want me here. Did I do a bad job at raising you? I never said I didn't want you here. And you might have done a lot for me, but raising me is a stretch. It's okay, he's just embarrassed. He's actually more than happy to talk to you, he's just terrible at showing it. Oh, get over yourself. Is that so now? I should have known, you're such a typical boy, Kevin. They all act indifferent to avoid letting their loved ones know just how much they care. But don't forget, he's at that rebellious age too. How have I managed to survive being twisted around your fingers for so long? You're trying to toy with the hearts of innocent young boys a family thing, or what? No, I'd hardly say young. It's been about 5 years by now, you know. Ah, speaking of which, I think I'm starting to get a craving for some chocolate. Maybe I should pick some up on the way to the station. Quincy Bell, of course, for obvious reasons. Oh, new mint chocolate's my current favourite. The fresh aftertaste mixes in with the chocolate's flavour really well. I'll admit, that does sound tempting, but I think I'm more in the mood for the classic milk this time. That flavour will always be a fun little trip down memory lane for me. Because of how we met. Kevin, you're disgusting. Why? I think we all get that warm and fuzzy feeling when we look back on it. After all, the day you came to live with us, Kevin, was the start of many, many new and wonderful memories. I treasure every single one I've made during these 5 years. They're all priceless to me. Then why did you decide to become a squire and leave us? This doesn't seem like the right job for you. Even if you want to be at the church, couldn't you become a sister at the chapel in town or something? I'm sorry, Kevin. Apparently I've just got the aptitude for it, or so I've been told. I feel like the best thing I can do is make use of that and try to help people in the best way I can. Of course, there's always the chance I won't be cut out for it at all, and we'll have to come home anyway. No way a girl's naivety is going to be any good with that kind of crazy tough stuff you'd have to do. You better come straight back home once you've had enough. Really? Well, if it does come to that, I'll be expecting a nice warm welcome for the two of you. And with that, I believe this conversation has done a lovely job with helping you procrastinate cleaning for long enough. Should I lend a hand? We're going to do the job. We may as well do it perfectly and have the whole chapel sparkling. Golden Road, Silver Road. Cool. 2 lights. I wonder if the other one could be your brother. What just happened? Julia? Did you not leave for training a training exercise on board the ICO? I'm so relieved to see you safe, Your Highness. I see Seeger's with you too. He is, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. What? Long time no see. Hi, Chloe. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. What are you all doing here? Oh, it's good to see you again, Chloe. And see too, of course. You two look well. Thank you. I'm not sure what to say. I feel like I should be waking up any moment now. I'm not sure I even want to. Oh, she's still got the thing for Joshua, is she? I see. We found ourselves in quite the predicament, haven't we? I'm relieved to hear that the empty grants you found wasn't the real city, at least, but still. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily rule out the real capital being in danger. We're dealing with something that has such great power it can create a flawless replica of a vast city. There's no telling how far its influence could extend. Reese, surely there is no need to worry or so? I think nothing to gain from shying away from the truth. If anything, she's helping me better understand the gravity of the situation we're in. I'd like to help with the investigation if I can. I'm not sure I could do much more than what you're already doing, but I wouldn't drag you down. But Your Highness, I'm sorry, Julia, but I'm afraid nothing you can say will change my mind. I may not fully understand the situation we're in, but I do know that it threatens the safety of our capital, perhaps the whole nation. I'd be a disgrace as a crown princess if I were to just stand by and do nothing while the people I will one day rule over are threatened. Wow, you're amazing, Chloe. As you wish, Your Highness. Well, welcome to the team. Great, I'll do what I can. So is the next destination that teleportation circle at the end of the sealed area? Yeah, that should let us travel to the next area. Or, by the sounds of it, to the next plane. Yeah, that appears to be the technical name for the various areas that make up the land we're in. It's a concept used in Septine Church too. Our world is made up of a number of planes or realms situated on top of one another. At the top is at the top is the sky where the goddess dwells. Below that is the earth where we live, and at the bottom lies Gehenna, where sinners are judged. These are the main three, but in between them there are countless other planes or realms too. So in other words, the farther down we descend, the less the blessings of the goddess will be able to reach us. But hey, can you not say stuff like that? With all the creepy monsters roaming around, it's freaky enough around here as it is. You sound like a child who's afraid to walk off around the house when the lights are off. Although I suppose that does make sense given that you truly are a child. I'm so not a child. Anyway, if that fake Grants was the second plane, the next one's the third, right? I mean, it sounds obvious, but I'm not sure it's all going in one clear direction or if we might run into a fork at some point. I think straightforward is a safe enough assumption to make for now. While we might not know that Lord of Phantasm wants with us, we know it's nothing good. So even if it's not like that, that doesn't change how ugly this could get. So let's get ready for just about anything. Who knows what's waiting for us up ahead? Something wrong, Reese? If you think you might figure something out, the rest of the class would love to hear about it. No, it's nothing important. You're right, we should start getting ready to leave. Maybe worth our while to investigate some of the doors we've encountered thus far too. Yeah, I don't know what's up with those things, but there sure are a ton of them. At the very least, they didn't seem to have been placed by any of our foes. I'm all in favour of investigating them too.
Together now.
Together! Oh my god, I just realised if we get Zin, we can do the alright. For the third game in a row. EP.
Together now!
Bring to me the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with a domitable will. Only then should the door open. Open the door! I shall grant you a memory fragment of my blessing. The world specialist to the Flying City Falls, the world is safe once more. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from crisis. Feature story: the Liberark collapses. Enigmatic object gone in the flash. The mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valeria Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing loudly in the giant mountain of rubble on the lake. Oh. What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on, I'm gonna leave you behind. Wait for me. No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet's gonna start without us. We're talking about a big celebration. How are the Queen here? Being late isn't an option. But I'm so hungry. I can't walk another step. I have a whole thing. I know what's going on here. You used to get lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you? I didn't eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of light-headed. What the hell were you thinking? I can't move. Carry me. Hell no. Come on, we're going. No way we can miss an occasion like this. It's going to be adios knows how many famous people here. First on the agenda is snapping a photo of Her Majesty and the Crown Princess, and then... This actually isn't so bad. At one point, this very capital was placed in grave danger. But thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others, all as well. This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact, as well as an honour to all those who contributed to make it a reality. If you will, Claudia? Of course. All those invited to today's party contributed in one way or another to protecting the peace of the world by ending the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need or working to fight off the threats that instill fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you've done, but we just made it. Oh, finally here. The food, someone give me food. How are you doing? Eating can wait, we've got fish to take. Crown Princess speech might be finishing soon. Oh, hey. Well, I do hope you enjoy your time here all the same. I'm sure you're all busy men and women, burdened by a great many responsibilities and concerns. For today, I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax and enjoy yourselves. The food on offer here is some of the finest in the world, so by all means, partake until you can no more. And may the goddess bless the nation. So it really is something else, huh? I'm not sure I could dress super nice getting up in front of the crowd like this and make a big speech the way she just did. Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she'd do as a Crown Princess before, but from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine. Seeing her is making me kind of jealous, though. Wish I could pull off fancy dress the way she does. You got something to say, mister? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are. What do you mean I'm not girly? Sure, lately we've been so busy with helping get the world back in shape, so I haven't had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know? I know. Still, really surprising just how much you've grown in these past few weeks. I have? Well, it's been pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you kept up with ease. And your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Estelle. Don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pile on the compliment so much. But what can I say? I'm glad that things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work from front these past few days. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take a breather. Yeah. Oh look! Look at all that food. Chefs in the castle supposedly made the entire spread too. No way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the big birthday festivities, so now's my time to pig out big time. I'm gonna eat till I barf. Stay right there, okay, Joshua? I'm gonna go scope out the goods. She might have grown in some areas, but she's still got a ways to go in others. Hey, look, how you doing, Joshua? Is Estelle not here with you? She just went to get food a second ago, actually. You two here for more for work than fun? Bingo. There aren't many occasions where this many famous faces have gathered in one place. There's no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't think you're getting out of here without answering some questions either. We'll get to you two later. So no going home until you speak to us, alright? Alright. Great. Next up is the Crown Princess. Up to it, Dorothy. I can't go on. I need something to eat. Let me have something to eat. Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take. Why are you so mean? He's even more fired up today than usual. And how's Daz doing? So much for scoping up the food. I suppose it's as good a chance as any. I owe a lot to people here on a personal level too. Maybe we should go around and thank them while I have the chance. Well, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Grantsville. It really did help us all. Oh please, I only did what I did because it was one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped any of you worthless Drex otherwise. I wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thank you. You're able to make it, Richard? Thanks to Brigadier General Bright's generosity, yes. I've received an official pardon from Her Majesty for my actions. Probably for foiling the Society's attack on Grantsville, right? That's good news, I'm happy for you. I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I deserve to be pardoned at all. Now that the nation is at peace, I feel this is the time I should be facing up to my crimes, not having them swept under the rug. Can't say I don't understand, but still. Please, Joshua, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intention of refusing Her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I merely feel a strong desire to settle things within myself, and I fully intend on following through. That's all. Alright then. Oh, Joshua. It's been a long time since I last saw you. It's good to see you again too, Professor. Although speaking of the last time, I heard there's a plan in motion to put up the Liber Arc from the Lake and investigate it. You heard right. It'll be carried out in conjunction with the Royal Army. Not to say it'd be easy, of course. But Area Lake's fairly deep, so we can't start hauling up bits of the city all willy-nilly. They're not dealing with a new difficulty? I'd imagine not. So we're intending to work on making a map of the lake's bottom using sonar first, which is going to take quite some time as it is. So when are you coming? Hold on, I haven't even... Oh, Joshua. Hey man, making the rounds? Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you? Sort of. The Gate said he was going to come over for dinner in Zace a while back. So I was just asking when he's free. Oh, that's right, so he did. When we were getting off the RC, alright? I didn't really mean it though, it was just one of those things you say in passing but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming in free time, you know. Being a bracer's busy work. I'd like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have the time to do it. But I've been looking forward to you coming ever since. Okay, let me think. Maybe the end of the month? That should be okay. I think that Friday's free? I think. Really? Is that a promise? Yeah, I guess. Nut boy sausage sandwich. Oh, it's finally all over. Just goes to show if we endure, the goddess will eventually extend her hand of salvation to us all. That's reassuring to know. Poor Mr. Murdoch. Well, you needn't worry about us. The Academy suffered no major damage as a result of what happened. It was certainly a shock to the students, but they're all back to their usual cheery selves now. I'd heard the Academy was actually occupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I first heard the news. It's a pleasure to see you again, Joshua. You too, Leela. Have you been well? I have, thank you. Although I wish I could say the same for the mayor. She collapsed from overworking herself the other day. As such, I had no choice but to force her to take some time off work. That bad? I'm afraid so. She was finally able to rest and recover enough for my satisfaction, thankfully, so she's now returned to her duties. I did say the mayor. I assure you that she's in good hands. Who's this guy? Oh, Norman. This is some party, isn't it? I don't think you'll find a banquet with a guest list quite like this anywhere. I used to be a businessman, so I've been to my fair share of occasions like this, but I've never been to any with this many faded people in attendance. Oh, Joshua, it's been quite some time since I last saw you. It has. I didn't know you were here, Mayor Klaus. The mayors of each of the broad cities and towns are invited, I believe. Not sure why I was when I didn't do all that much to contribute anything, but I decided to attend nonetheless. That's not true at all. Here the food supplies that were delivered to Buzz and Granson were done so on your orders. That was particularly well received here, and we all know how dire things were at the time. You got as much right to be here being thanked for your efforts as anyone else. It was? Well, that's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know, Joshua. Greetings, Joshua. I'd like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did for Ouroboros' schemes and return peace to the borough. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure. Please, you exaggerated, sir. We might have been the ones who entered the Liberal Arc, but we wouldn't have had a chance of success if we were on our own. Then because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others fighting on the ground, we were able to succeed. We're getting to it, Bast. Gotta do the build-up, alright? We can certainly say the same to you, though, although it is true that none of us could have brought you peace alone. Still, I've been waiting the chance. Okay, let's talk to the important people. Ah, Joshua. Surprised to see you here, Dad. Thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped. Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has all the utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Liberal is back to normal too, I fear. Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Liberal's smaller villages, so it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible though. It should go a long way toward helping people feel at ease. It's time like these when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the armies are different. With Erebenia and Calvard's internal political situations a mystery to us, the reorganization of the army has had to be shelved for now too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to kick back in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua. You need to kick back more than I do. I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. Still, been pretty worried about you now. Don't need to worry about me, I'm hanging in there. In fact, I'd say I'm taking it too easy. Doubt. You two look comfortable. Oh, if it isn't Joshua. Care to join us for a few drinks? Don't be shy now. He hasn't smacked us. True. The night is only just beginning. But I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close. I'm good, thanks. Oh, come on. We're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoilsport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming a senior bracer at the same time? Feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion. Only Estelle's. Say, Sharon? About Luciola. Say, Joshua. What are you getting all worried about her for? You didn't need to be. Cheryl's right, especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries after all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. It's time to be making merry and drowning in fine drink. From sunset to sunrise. Right. I don't think there's ever a time for not making merry as far as you're concerned. He's got a point though. Oh, and while I've got the chance to say this to you, no more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was about you after you last disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her. I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now. Well, if you say so. That docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, alright? Jesus. Wait. Sorry, I only just processed what you said. He hasn't so Joshua hadn't smacked his sister? What? His dad. Well, who's his sister? He has a sister? Kevin? I was expecting you still to be in the world. Oh, what's up? You're invited too, huh? Makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me. If you don't make the most of times like these and eat your heart out, you're gonna regret it later. Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you haven't come to LeBron when you did, Nah, don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. Glad to see all the side effects look about gone too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about me or whatever. It's all in the past now. I'm not sure if I should ask this, but are you Joshua, I'm not going to be in the world for much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while. But I hope we'll get the chance to see each other again one day. Yeah, I hope so too. How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zen. Thanks again for all the help you've been given with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we'd have done without you. Hey, think nothing of it. It's all part of being a bracer, really. Can't see how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand, though. Gotta pack up and head back home at some point. Political situation isn't exactly stable over there, you see. Okay, but who asked? Shut up, Niall. What? You'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see. Looks like she's been interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. Shut up. Shut up. Ah, if it isn't Joshua. I was discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Vander. Fortunately, the Liberal Arc's collapse caused little direct damage by itself. It might not have been the case if there had been any ships on lake at the time, but due to, in part to the oil shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterwards was quite small too. I'd say we were rather fortunate. Estelle and I were able to see as much when we travelled around the lake shore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it. Indeed, if anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of reasonable power. The Bureau is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology. Ordinarily, that is one of our greatest strengths, but in this case it worked against us. The crisis is now past, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of. Shut up. Away! Hey Joshua, expect to see you guys here. You invited them? Sure was, an invitation just showed up out of nowhere. Can you imagine how surprised when we saw the thing? No way we're turning down some high class grub, though, so we hurried on over. It's very like you. Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good honest living for ourselves. Not the first time you said that. Something about wanting to start up a courier service, right? Well, maybe that's not the only thing we can try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. It's how we've lived so far, don't want to change now. Ha! Figured that would be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all. Because I've been to plenty of high society gatherings wearing puffy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not a boy, unlike some people I can name. Try saying I look like a boy again, see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences. We're kind of in a really public, really high-class place here, so could you take this fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua. Wow, sorry. Wait, who else do I talk to? Oh. Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There are a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another round at the party later once they're free. Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy, we're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day. Niall, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant ball of water. What happens when you drink way too much in a short period of time, you idiot? Never mind that. We've got work to do. Okay. Joshua? Hey Chloe, finally got a bit of a break. Must be exhausting having to do one interview after another. Well, hee hee, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad though. I've had to do a lot more of them since becoming Crown Princess. I'm starting to get used to them. I can believe it. Feels like I've been seeing you. All you can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. Yes, I know. Exactly what I intend to do, too. I swore to myself that I would do all I could and help this. Huh? Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. Well, if you say so. You really are strong. I'm not sure so. I still feel as if I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. I could just have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless of the push. Maybe so. Still doesn't change the fact that you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met, too. Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now would be the best time after all. What? Something on your mind, Chloe? Can I have a little of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you. Sure, okay. This way, though. Now wait a minute. Is it just me or does she seem kind of bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway? I got stomachs to spare. Oh, she's picking up her pace. This could get interesting. Whose side are you on, anyway? I guess I could just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. Should go and see what Chloe wants then. Have I done something to make her angry then? I don't feel like I have. Oh no! Uh-oh! Oh god! So Chloe, what was it you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright? I love... God! I love Joshua. What? Well... I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but... Don't worry, I knew exactly you were going to respond before I said anything. I just feel like I had to get that out there before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? How long have you, well, felt that way? Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you would have, well... No, I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry. I told you, don't worry. I can't deny there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted you to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was worth the effort to bring it out too. Probably the best expression I've seen to date. You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that? Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've had in some time. So, what's on your mind, Joshua? What? I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, or so I'd like to believe. Besides, I was watching you the whole time I was having that interview earlier. Oh, how exactly am I supposed to take that? Ah! Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Planning on doing something all on your own again? Your instincts are sharp, alright. Still surprises me from time to time too, but you're definitely up there. Well, that's just how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you. It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave the world by the end of the month. But why? The country's finally at peace now. This is exactly why I think this is the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country and the restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far. But I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person and not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing everyone wanted from me. That's been both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human, bad in that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things they've done, but I can't do that anymore. Ah. That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent, so I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I now am in the truest sense of the word. I'd see. But if you do that, that means you're able to see Estelle for a while. Yeah, I know. Might not even be for a while, it could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. Ah, You still got a lot of growing up to do, young man. Huh? If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from the heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You're that much to her if you love her. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too. Please stop teasing me. Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although if you ask me, she'll... Joshua, where are you? Uh-oh. There you are. Look at these. They're Giusette's goggles. I took them from her as spoils of war. I'm glad you were having fun, Estelle. Make sure you give this back to Gisette later, okay? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in to next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe? Beep. Suppose it's about time we return to the banquet now. You can have Joshua back now, Estelle. Sure. Hey, Chloe. So, I'm not sure how to best put this either, but... Thanks. Glad I was able to talk to you like this. I really am. Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, wish you both a very pleasant night. Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble, I think. Deck? So, Joshua, what did you two, talk about? Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a bit of much-needed motivation. Oh, really? That sure clears things up. It's been 5 years and Estelle's believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too. Oh, no it doesn't. What motivation? Estelle, I've got something I need to tell you. I'm all ears. What's up? Well, you see... Oh. That cloud looks like a J. Wow, fireworks, they're so pretty. There's so many of them too. See you still? All that pollution. Oh, shut up, mate. Jesus. Have I done 100 fights? One of them, innit? Hey! Shall I grant you a memory fragment and my blessing? Nut. Encloses a report on the damage dealt to the former Principality of Northumbria by the Salt Pale. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself. Holy City of Arteria, Congregation of the Sacraments. Okay, Reese. I hereby present this report to you, Your Holiness, ever at the side of the goddess. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with clearance to do so. Certain sections of the utmost secrecy have also been blacked out. Progression of events after the Pale's appearance. I got a new apartment. Nice. July 1st, 1178, 5:45 AM. An initial report came in from Halias Cathedral in the then Principality, now state, of Northumbria in northern Zemuria. It stated that a giant white pillar, so tall it appears to kiss the clouds, had appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent the report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. 9th in QU for it, but gonna see it with my parents. Would be almost half the size of my current one, but like 300 quid cheaper. Nice! Sounds good, mate. By urgent order of the committee, 2 knights of the Grosvenor, the 8th Dominion, aka the Royal Lion, and a squire, both of whom were working on another mission in a nearby nation, were dispatched to perform a formal investigation. The Roaring Lion? They hurried to the scene via the 8th Merkaba unit. Please note that the Merkabas had only recently been put into use at this point. They arrived promptly, and at 6:22 AM, this is what they saw. Enclosed is a photograph of the object known as the salt pail. At this point, however, it was far larger than the term pail would suggest. It was more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of arg into the air. The 2 knights provided the following observation regarding the situation on their arrival. We were met with a mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction from Haliask, or so it appeared at first, till we eventually realized the storm contained not ice but salt. The object's surface is completely covered with salt, making it impossible to tell what it may actually look like underneath. So the surrounding area has become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like snow falling on a tundra. The spread of that salinization process was startlingly rapid, and the affected area spread in the blink of an eye. By the time the girls were to arrive, the entire landscape of the capital had turned to salt, and the lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had already been lost. Yet the spread did not stop there. A day after the salt pail first appeared, a vast coniferous forest zone north of the capital crystallized and collapsed. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all of the main highways out of the city unusable. Please note that by this point, then ruler Prince Bormund had already fled the country to a nearby nation. 2 days passed since the Pearl's appearance. By this point, roughly half of the entire principality had become a sea of salt. Countless refugees had fled to the southern side of the country because the River Greve stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pearl's appearance, the salinization process stopped at dawn. As a result, the knights were able to advance in the capital of Haliask with the hope of investigating the salt pail. That afternoon they finally reached it, but what they found looked completely different from how the pail had before, or when they first arrived in Northumbria. In the centre of the salinified area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 arg in height. Its surface was no longer blanketed in salt, rather it was as if something had been carved out of it. It's now believed that the pail's mass decreased as the salinization process progressed. In its smaller state, the pail had lost its power to turn swathes of the country to salt, but its ability to salinify was still very much intact. Anything that touched it, even for a millisecond, was instantaneously turned into salt. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, girls were to require the use of the sacred tool Glipnir, which was delivered to them from the high seat in Arteria. Since then, it has been kept closely sealed away deep within the high seat in Arteria. Still, while the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success, the damage already caused was equally vast and significant. No damage to the surrounding nations were reported, but it resulted in the destruction of 3 of the 5 administrative districts of the Principality, including its capital. Fuck me. Over a third of the total population, along with the travellers from elsewhere, lost their lives. This is to say nothing of the emotional damage caused. Due to its sudden outbreak, the hearts of Northumbria's people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and religious perspective, a swift response from the Septian Church was all but necessary. The decision was made to dispatch personnel to that region right away, and upon arrival, they set about rebuilding the damaged churches and healing both the physical and mental wounds of the people. Those who were left orphaned in the crisis were taken into gospel facilities where they would be cared for until adulthood. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely to salt, was placed under the church's control. It has been a restricted area ever since. Look at that guy on the right. Ah! Supplementary notes. After some time, the country's former leader, Prince Balman, attempted to rebuild the government, but given that he had fled the country during it in its hour of need, caring only for himself and not for his people, all authority he had once had was gone. The following year, the country's people led an armed uprising and the Principality of Northumbria was no more. Eventually, elections were held and the country became a democracy, thus bringing about the birth of the autonomous state we now This was also when the former Principality's armed forces were reformed as a vigilante corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the majority of said corps considered gathering foreign currency to be of the most importance. This was now the large-scale Jaeger Corps, known as the Northern Jaegers, was first established. As far as the rest of Zumeria is concerned, this is where the tale of the Salt Pail ends, but a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the most obvious of these is where it came from. Despite the considerable size of the object and that it appeared on the outskirts of a populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory is that its appearance was due to something akin to spatial translocation, but no hard evidence exists to support this or any other theory. Of more importance, however, is its positioning in the teachings of the Septian Church. The Pale is clearly different in nature to artifacts, and appears to be a more fundamental manifestation of the goddess's powers of creation. Committee report. With the limits of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can get to the truth. There are some who have proposed it may be one of the Septarians, but no evidence has been found in legend or scripture to support this belief. Nevertheless, these questions and many others need answering, and the Congregation of Sacraments continues to study the Salt Pale to this day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe that the Pale should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Adios, and they continue to consider various shit. The most realistic of these plans is using it in the manufacture of a sacred tool used for execution. Parts of the Pale are cut away using high pressure water and then surrounded with a cylinder made from salt crystal, allowing them to be fired directly into the target without requiring the user to make a direct contact. Should the bolt make successful contact with a human target, their whole body would turn to salt, killing them in mere seconds. There are no known means for reversing or stopping the process. This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless with an object we still don't understand the true nature of, for one thing. There are also humanitarian concerns with executing someone in this manner. Still, it does bear mentioning that should there ever be a case where a target is to be eliminated without fail, this would be the most surefire way to carry it out. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue in the future. Okay, so a little bit of backstory of how they used the weapon to kill the Professor Weissman. Appendix regarding the aforementioned sacred tool. Sexy! Trial use begins with the sacred tool. Top secret work only. Permission granted use in the execution of W-E-I-S-S. Wait. W-E-I-S-S. Oh, maybe. I don't know how to spell Weissman, but. Used in the execution of Weissman, fired from bowgun. Results were extremely favourable. No damage was caused to the surrounding area. Target was also successfully erased. Appendix about the target. The target, Georg Weissman, was orphaned by the Salt Pail when it first appeared. A brief history of as is follows. S1180 joins the Septian Church. S1185 joins the Congregation for the Sacraments as an official. Promoted to bishop. Declared a heretic and excommunicated from the church. Oh. Cool. That was cool.
went to the garden.
You know what they say, mate? Fuck 'em! What? It's just the truth, isn't it?
Understood.
Is it? Is it understood? Give me your ordnance. Oh. Action 2. I watch Action Man on the reg. Is anyone up here? Oh, they're all sat around the table. Isn't that adorable? Second plane. Well, take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact spot that voice to seal the Orlo was in the World War device. Are you referring to the first barrier mentioned in that report? Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimension space. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like that even wasn't enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it. I see. We still don't know what happened to the Orlo either. There seem to be many who think the Liberal Arc collapsing means the Orlo itself is no more too, which is possible I suppose. All we really know is that judging by how shaken Weissman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing. I imagine the only way to ascertain the truth of what happened will be to capture Weissman and get the answer from him, though I can't even imagine where he is or what he must be doing now. What? But the report said quite clearly. No one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say that Weissman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd be openly reveling in every second of this. You all know what kind of guy he is. That's true. He doesn't have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. We've got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though. So we best be careful. Right, Reese? Suppose so. Holy shit, where are we now? We're in tie-dye land. Where are we now? Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the look of it. Kevin, over there. Oh. A golden and silver gate. Well, this is foreboding. Again? Oh, the ghost we saw in Gransel. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stands the entrances to the twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. Oh. Well, that's one question answered. That voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she anyway? Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're going to have to split up though. Or more like Reese and I have to each take a door and at the same time while you guys tag along with whoever. That's how I look at it too. Took it. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we're able to advance. Heh! They sure aren't making it easy for us, huh? That means we're going to need to split up in +2 so that you guys ain't going alone. Still not the most ideal situation, and there are only 4 of us. Things are so dangerous, but it's what we have to do. Why not ask the rest back in the garden to help us? That way we can form 2 groups of 4, and that should hopefully be plenty of any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I need to be the ones who step through the gates. Sure, but that's all she specified, that you and me need to go through different ones. Didn't say anything about what these guys had to do. Plus, there's no telling what's waiting for us on the side. We could use their help. Alright then, thank you. Not a problem. You trying to go to bed? Alright man, no worries, take it easy. Sleep well. Thanks for being here. So what should we do? Should we call everyone here right away? Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep for heading out. Especially since I got a hunch that once that we go in those gates, there's no going back out. So instead of calling them here, let's go back to them. Then we'll come here once we feel up to the challenge. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties, with Kevin and Reese the leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it's complete. To begin exploring, inspect the monument at the start of the 3rd plane and choose Explore 3rd plane. Oh my god! Oh, excuse me. Oh, I just bought another one of those. Ba, 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 da. I don't earn mirror from fights, I'm pretty sure, so we're probably gonna have to make do with what we got, which is not something I'm looking forward to. That's what I want. AoE heals. That means I have to have that, so it means I probably need some... some green. is so weird. Alright, everyone has stuff on. Okay. I believe I've done all that I can. So, let's head there. And make 2 saves. Okay, furthermore, it's been doing the other thing. Right, so party 1. So Weller needs to be in this party. Because he is the tank. So I want to have Chloe on this one, because Kevin's kind of like the support, Chloe's a healer. So let's have Tita in this one.
Oh, okay.
I hate Gisette. Don't want her anywhere, but I have to have her.
Take it.
You ready?
Huh?
I think this is what I'm going to go with.
You ready?
So we got you two on the front line, but he can also cast arts. Chloe is a healer and can cast arts. Gisette is just there. Kevin's on the back line, can cast arts. Tita is on the back line, can also cast arts. Merle's the tank, and then Julia's kind of support slash tank slash deep damage. Oh, it's reacting to us. Well, now all that's left to just head through the doors to see what awaits us. You ready to go, Reese? I am. Kevin? What's up? Oh, I get it. Gonna feel lonely without me to cuddle up against? Not a chance. It's nothing. Just let's get it over with. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on the other side. Till then, take care. There's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil, too. So stay on guard and proceed cautiously. Right. Oh, sure, Golden Road. Here we go again. Hammer Dwarf. How much damage are you doing it with an attack? Oh! Okay, so this damage is actually pretty decent. Oh, okay. Go on. Beat him up. Nice.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
Oh, I think I just got a piece of armor. Ooh, that'll take care of them. Just what were they? They weren't ordinary monsters, at least. They reminded me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were? Possible, but first skeletons, then other knights, then ghosts, and now gremlins. This place sure is all about that folklore. Huh, not that pleasant kind of that. Here you are, Mueller. Or maybe I'm going to save that for someone else. Use my big brain here. This way? Yes. So we're going to save over slot 2 now. What are these? Okay, so this is Prankland.
For the sake of my master.
Oh. 07 chest. Oops. Come on, Julia. Nice.
That was the sword of Bender.
Well, that's the sword of Vander, guys. Yeah, this crazy fucking guy. Yo. Oh, I need to do their formation as well. Completely forgot that.
That was the sword of Bender.
It's more or less how I want it anyway, but... Oh, nice, we killed them all. Mockers.
Justice must always
No
prevail.
EP needed to spend. Fucking said see you later to him. Ooh, we get to keep Josette's ability. Fucking Sepith all round, baby. That's definitely going on well though. Fuck no, he's a powerhouse now. Why do I feel like the middle chest is guarded? Oh. Oh my... Wait, is he even stronger now? Oh my fucking god. This guy is a monster. Weller is just gonna murder anything in his path. My bad, let me fight you again. Holy shit.
Justice must always prevail.
Oh, another one. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Sorry, I was sending J to people.
That was the sword of Vander.
That was the sword of Vander. Goodbye. Was that a death blow, possibly? Can't be having that if that's the case.
That was the sword of Vander.
That was the sword of Vander.
Justice must always prevail.
Vander is gonna destroy your ass. This way first.
For the sake of my master.
For the sake of my master. Ooh. Man who talks with his fists. Another Zen one. think of who else that would be. Yeah, we don't know any other like hand-to-hand combat person, so. Oh, excuse me.
Justice must always prevail.
Oh, isn't that thing on tonight? See if the guys know. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay, let's hold that back for Chloe. This is a big place, or and yes, the Game Awards thing is on tonight, but I've been advised that it will go on for very long, so I probably won't stream it. Because it's not just about the like releases or whatever. You have to actually watch the awards bit, which I don't want to do. Lol. So. Oh. This is just Mockers May. Come on, man, you can't one-shot this guy? Right, what's next? Well, since I found that door with 100 battles on, I'm going to do all the battles. Because if there's another door with, like, you have to have 200 battles, then, you know, this will be progress towards that.
We did it!
What?
That was the sword of Bender.
Ba-da-ba. What? What's this doing here? What's wrong, Kevin? Oh no, I was just impressed at how nice this bow gun is. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. What? Wow, it's amazing. Ah. Oh, Jesus. Try again, Kevin. There you go.
Not bad.
Gaia Greaves. Oh, a thing.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
Oh my god, that is beautiful. Oh, so is that. Wait, what? I think everyone knew that already. Wrong one. death blow, I had to.
Alright, what's next?
Oh yeah. Tita only. Oh. Well, she may as well have it then. Let's go! It's boss time, I think. Over there. Could that be the exit, perhaps? She looks that way. Ooh, everyone's going over a wrist scoop too. Ugh, there goes my hopes just walking. I think we're gonna have to fight our way out to it though. What? Reese? Damn it, is she being mind controlled or something?
My soul and sword are as one.
Let's see it. Boom. Oh my. Jesus. I like how when Julia is low on health, she just looks sad. Lol. Thunder. Hey. Live, Cheetah, live. I just realised I brought Julia closer to death, so let's try this. Oh, it's just one of those.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
Attack 4. Oh. Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Reese was just a fiend disguised though. Yeah, I thought she was being mind controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise to you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly too. I think it's safe to say that the whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Okay. Now it's their turn. Good company. Right. Oh my fucking god. Time to prove yourself not useless, Gisette. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're good.
Take that! Goddess, my thanks to thee.
1,000 sparrows. What were those things? They look like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. They felt the same way. Devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a different sense, neither should those fiends. It definitely isn't going to be easy. This is not a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna end here for today. One, because I want to watch the Game Awards thing, and two, because well, we've got the weekend coming up, and with Crisis Core coming out on I think Tuesday, I want to try and finish this before then. So that gives me this weekend to basically get it done. So that's what we'll be doing. Anyway, I love you all. Look after yourself, stay hydrated, enjoy the rest of the day, this evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for probably more Trails 3. Take care. See you then. You know what? You two
for regular updates.
You two do my outro.
What, did you just do it?
No, do it again.
Alright. Discord! Go there for news! Also, updates! There's a YouTube channel, that's where the VODs are! Buy shirts, merch.
Yeah?
Don't
Twitter.
forget,
If you don't like Discord, there's a Twitter. Fill out the form.
this form will send you to your grave. Sign it now.
Fill out the form to get your permission slip to go to Chernobyl. Daddy's brand sauce is coming all over your face. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Rate 5 stars back in 2007.
Make sure to visit someone else's.
Make sure to visit www.com.
Could you repeat that one?
That's www.com.
Join in, Sam.
Hang on.